shoulder day today. One of my favorite muscle groups. The reason being is that this used to be a weakness of mine, and it kind of still is. Once I lose muscle, it definitely comes off my shoulders very, very quickly. So looking forward to putting the muscle back on in this particular area. You know, I'm starting to get a little bit more muscle there now, a little bit more fluid, intracellular fluid retention, and so I'm getting more of a pump, which feels really good now. So now I'm able to get a better mind-muscle connection, connect with the muscle, train slightly more aggressively now without worrying about the onset of injury, particularly on isolation movements such as rear raises, side raises, front raises. Be a little bit more careful on my shoulder pressing now, but in a machine it's not so bad. I don't have to worry about any stability when I'm in a machine, so it's kind of direct. I did shoulder press with dumbbells last week, so I wanted to swap things up a little bit this week and go with the machine, just target it. And I did dumbbells the week before as well. Just want to target it with a little slightly different stress. And again, this is a smaller muscle group, so I like to keep it very intense. You know, rest periods are very, very short, a lot of volume, a couple of drop sets in there, and keep the rest periods to a minimal, and just keep trying to get the pump. You know, push blood into the area, and do a lot of visualization. You know, even though I'm covered up a lot of the time, I do visualize the muscle growing and defining a certain shape that I'm visualizing, and I kind of visualize as an artist would, or sculpture. You know, you're trying to sculpt that particular area, and you know, every single rep counts. So, you know, whenever you feel that you cannot do another rep, you fucking force out another rep. So let's get straight into the shoulder press now. We've done isolation, did front raises with a dumbbell in a kind of bilateral movement, and then went on to rear raises supported on an incline bench, then straight onto side raises. Last week I did it seated, so I wanted to do it standing this week, and now onto the compound movement, the big bad shoulder press. Shoulders is done, and I tell you what, I'm really starting to get the fire back in my belly with these workouts now. I'm really enjoying it, absolutely loving it. It was hard to get into it because you lose a lot of confidence, you know, you lose a lot of strength, you lose a lot of size. You know, it's really hard to get back in if you've taken a layoff. That's the first time I've ever taken a layoff in 20 years of training, when I took the 8 months off, which is just over 8 months actually. And just to get back into it, man, it's weird. But now I just feel like I'm exactly where I left off before, and you know, starting to train with a little bit more aggression. And you know, it's funny because I'm just trying to chase pain all the time, and if it's not painful enough, I'll do a drop set and knock out more reps just so I can get some sort of therapeutic value out of it. And that's what it is. It's very therapeutic for me. It makes me feel great. You know, I could come in here like I did this morning. I felt really tired. I was supposed to train back today. Because I didn't sleep much last night, I thought, let me go for a smaller muscle group. So train shoulders, and I feel like $100 now. I feel great. And yeah, it definitely gives you an endorphin rush, and I don't know why everybody doesn't train. I don't care if you're a man, woman, young, old. Everybody should be doing some sort of physical activity with resistance training. It's great for your bone density, your heart health, your confidence, your endorphin rush, so you feel good, you're a better person to be around. It should be implemented by the medical system if it was up to me. I'm just really enjoying the feeling of getting a pump in a muscle now and just kind of growing again, and it feels good because this is the one thing that you can have complete control of. You know, you take up the residency of your body and of your life, and think of how many people out there that have been marketed to by fast food chains and all that crap, and they have no residence of their body. You know, they're not in control of themselves. But when you're in control of your mind and your body, it's very fulfilling, and it's very hard to describe that if you haven't been there, or if you haven't been there before. You've come from a place where you're a little bit lost, you don't know the direction to go in, but this is like the staple and your pivotal foot, and everything else seems to fall into place. You become more disciplined with other things in your life because you've been disciplined with your training and your food and your sleeping patterns. You're more disciplined with your relationships, you're more disciplined with your social life, you're more disciplined with your finances. All has a knock-on effect, and I think it's people need to look further than what bodybuilding does. It doesn't just build your muscles, it actually does build other avenues. Anyway, enough talking from me. That is it for today. I hope to get a good night's sleep tonight, and then I'll be back in a gym to put us through back tomorrow. Peace.